alliance is reborn, drama kicks off across the Eve Echo's social media before the game launches, corporations begin to coalesce their members, and controversy erupts over allegations of pay to win prior to the Eve Echo's launch. All that and more. I'm Kanos Kerensky, and this is the Kanos Kerensky Show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. Well, we have a lot to get to today. First, on behalf of the Genesis Federation leaders and the staff of the Genesis Wire, I want to thank all of you and welcome you to episode 1 of the Kanos Kerensky Show. We want you to rest assured that this pilot episode is being done with the lowest quality equipment possible, stuff that we had in our backpack, namely a smartphone, some low quality earbuds, and that eventually our studio equipment will come in and your show will be much higher quality. This episode is both an introduction to our show, but also a mini backstage where we will be bringing on some special guests, so we want to thank you for tuning in. Our top story, of course, the rebirth and formation of an alliance, our very own Genesis Federation. Some of our viewers are veterans of Genesis in the mobile game Second Galaxy, and are long-standing members of the gaming community. Some of you are brand new and experiencing Genesis for the first time. Let's take a few minutes to review the origins of Genesis Federation and how it came to be a budding alliance in the Eve Echoes universe. So, who and what is Genesis Federation? Where did they come from? There's a lot of story behind it, so I'm going to give you the synopsis version. Well, Genesis Federation gets its name from Genesis, an alliance and gaming community originating in the mobile game Second Galaxy. Genesis is the budding star that came from closing of Noir Alliance, the notorious, no good, very, very bad alliance run by yours truly. When I quit the game out of my distaste for paywall mechanics, exploits, and a development team that had the combined IQ of a piece of bread, a lot of players still beholden to the game and their gaming group wanted to stick around. I had passed the con over to Arya Evansong, who you'll meet later today, but Arya was fairly burnt out on the game's mechanics as well. In very short order, a clear collapse was on the horizon for Noir. In stepped Momosaurus Rex. Momosaurus hailed from Northwest Alliance, the sister alliance to Noir that had merged into Noir when her leader, Sagari, departed the game. The timing of Momosaurus' rise to leadership coincided with the first Eve Echoes beta, which tore through the Second Galaxy player population faster than the bubonic plague in a brothel in medieval France. Corporations and alliances were collapsing all over Second Galaxy, and Noir was just another casualty of player exodus. Momosaurus and a team of dedicated CEOs and players stepped up, took the remaining players, and coalesced into a new alliance they called Genesis. Genesis was immediately confronted with a daunting task. In just a week after its official founding, it found one of its key member corporations, Borg, under assault. The Genesis team banded together and accomplished some miraculous things in Second Galaxy, including making friends with a longtime enemy of Noir, Red Rum Alliance, now under the command of the venerable and respected Malzi. Genesis evolved from fledgling alliance to a gaming community. So much so that even as players quit Second Galaxy, they stuck around on Discord or sometimes logged in game just to chat with their friends who they had come to know and enjoy. From Discord streaming movie nights to mass sharing of memes and banter, Genesis moved beyond a Second Galaxy entity into a virtual community. With players interested in the Eve Echoes experience, Genesis took a major and somewhat unplanned step into the open beta. In a fuck it, let's do it moment, Genesis jumped into Eve Echoes beta and made quite the splash. With new and experienced players alike, the return of long-standing veterans, Genesis made a name for itself in the beta, amassing wealth, causing mass destruction of fleets, some citadels, as well as expanding her community with new players encountered across the beta. Regardless of any original plans, it became clear that not only was Eve Echoes a superior and better designed game, but this game offered opportunity for current and old Genesis members to band together and experience something new and engaging. And so, Genesis Federation was born. Genesis continues to hold itself to core values and fundamental ideas of cooperation, teamwork, civility, and fostering a healthy atmosphere both within her corporation and across the greater community. That last bit, of course, was the official mission statement of Genesis leadership. I would advise you that on my show, we may flirt with civility just a tad. In a nutshell, that is Genesis Federation as her story stands today. You can also check out our website, as we'll be updating with a full legacy soon. Which brings me to our next segment, an introduction to the Genesis Federation member corporations. Live now on the Genesis Federation uh, Alliance page, which you can find at www.genesistacfed.com. That's www.genesistacfed.com. You can find the corporate profiles page. So let's take a look at some of these corporations. All right, so our first corporation we're going to look at is Get Off My Lawn. Get Off My Lawn, GET, is the executor corporation of the Genesis Federation. It is also colloquially known as a retirement home because it has a bunch of bitter gamers such as Mama Soros and her crew, who quite literally became bitter over Second Galaxy and are now here to retire, do some combat, industry, and some naps. You can find their Discord link here. It is the GenFed official Discord as well. Next up, another founding member of the Federation, Black Plague, or BP as we like to call it. They are a highly PvP focused corporation, although they do have some mix going on in there. They are founded by a core group of veteran gamers, some from EVE Online, some from Second Galaxy, and also others that are a mix. They are professional memologists, and they are in the construction of a triple X rated brothel, which I advise caution, but you will find me there. Jolly is the CEO, and Rusty of Ni, that's not Nye, it's Ni, as in the Knights of Ni. I said the word. He's the XO over there. You can find their Discord link there as well. Next, we have AMP, Anathema Imperium, or if you pronounce it properly, Anathema. It is a PvP US and EU corporation. The CEO is the previously mentioned Arya Evansong, who you'll meet today. Again, another veteran group. They are much involved in the PvP side of things. So if you're strictly looking for PvP, you might want to take a look at them. Be prepared for a little bit of being offensive. Arya is well known for that, although I'm sure he'll be on his best behavior today. Next, we have Borg Collective. What can I say about Borg? Borg was the, well, near and dear to my heart in Second Galaxy. I brought them into Noir, and I was happy to have them as a member of the family because they are quite the community. Alandria Firestorm is their CEO, and let me just say that when you talk with Borg pilots, their members, their player base, they are the essence of what it means to be a gaming family. They are some of the happiest, just insightful, brightest bunch that I have ever gotten to work with. But their downside is they do industry, which, as we know, is horrible. Plus side, they're fueled by tacos and have a really weird obsession with tacos, so use caution going over to their Discord. Noir Wafa. Well, this is my personal corporation in which I am imprisoned in because Mama Saurus likes to keep me in a cage, the cage I'm basically in now, but you can find me flying around by myself making sad noises. Prototype. Prototype, or Pro, is our Brazilian corporation. As I had not mentioned it, Genesis expands around the world. I'm in Japan. Prototype is a Brazilian corporation. We have a Korean corporation, which we'll get to. Prototype is CEO'd by Rodrigo. He is helped by Knight and Elite BR. They are a PvP and ratting mixed corporations. They have a mix of everything. So if you speak Portuguese or maybe you're bilingual, you might want to give them a look. You can see they put brotherhood first as their motto. They're a very tight-knit family of gamers. We have Pew Pew United. PPU is our newest addition to the Federation, and they are a US, Australian, New Zealand, and EU. They encompass basically the entire globe. Highly industry focused, but they also have a core of PvP players to protect those assets. They're very team oriented. They have a co-system of CEO with Fanan and Lieutenant Shock kind of helming that up, and a very good director system behind them. So give them a look if you're looking for a good mix of industry and PvP. Last and certainly not least, we have KPX, our Korean corporation. KPX comes from some origins. Mama Soros met some of them in Second Galaxy and has successfully brought them over, and we're happy to have them aboard versus in their own alliance. It just is a testament to the community that is Genesis Federation. So you can check them out there. I like their tagline there. If you shoot us, we will find you and we will kill you. It's kind of Liam Neeson-ish, I suppose. All right. So, no online platform, be it social media, news, or gaming community, is truly an online entity without drama. And oh boy, do we have some drama kicking off before Echoes goes live. Which brings us to our next segment, Everything is Stupid. All right. So for this first part, there's a lot we could go over, but I'm going to simply treat you to a small bit of fun from a very dear person to us, Captain Jack. Who is Captain Jack, many of you are wondering? Well, Jack comes to us in many names, and here you can see him on Facebook as Jeremy Brennan. Jack is a prime member of Noir Alliance, a CEO to be exact, from Apex. Jack had quite the falling out nearly a year ago and has spent most of that time coming back from intermittent social media bans to go on drooling tirades about how evil Noir is, and then, when Genesis was born, the evils of Genesis, despite it being an entirely different group of leaders and even largely a different player base. Here Jack is explaining that Genesis is Chinese in origin and is in the middle of a cascade before it even gets on its feet. We at the Genesis Wire reached out to ourselves for comment, but since we do not speak Chinese, we could not discern our own response. Jack is a community treasure. Originally, we were going to only show the one clip, but Jack is a gift that keeps on giving. We have breaking drama of the day. Jack has had a fallout with his newest home alliance, OP4S, or Opposing Force Alliance. Here he is blasting them on Facebook and attempting to link internal documents he claims are top secret. We at the Genesis Wire have reviewed the documents and confirmed super secret information such as names of people in OP4S and industry. Amazing stuff, Jack. Absolutely amazing. We are happy to see it. Well, everything is stupid. Well, things are going well for Jack and smooth seas over at OP4S, which brings us to our next bit. We wanted to introduce you to Dead Corp. Yes, we're going to highlight Dead Space Corporation. Dead hails from Second Galaxy, and over the 8+ months after I quit the game, perpetually blamed everything Genesis did to defeat them in battle on me. Which is strange because, truth be told, I installed the game. I've been playing Destiny 2 in my retirement. Yes, I can hear your groans across the multiverse. Oh, Destiny 2. I might also point out it's been most insulting to Mamasaurus Rex to have all her accomplishments and deeds attributed to me. Truly, I am the Baba Yaga, the boogeyman, and perhaps they also believe Mamasaurus is, in fact, a dinosaur and therefore has the IQ of a kumquat. Although it does beg the question how Dead claims I am the mastermind, while simultaneously claiming Mamasaurus as an evil tyrant, hellbent on galactic domination. I'm sure when we get to our interview today, you'll see how diabolical she truly is. Now, I know what you're saying. Kanos, why are you picking on the potatoes? Let's not be petty and cause drama and trouble where it doesn't exist. And you are so right. However, as Mamasaurus has described it, Dead is one big corp of my ex-girlfriends, and they love to miss me. So what's the drama? Well, right as the beta was opening, I happened upon a Facebook post on Eve Echoes. I was curious what was going on and saw a Dead Corp pilot make a post. I believe it was a recruiting post of some kind. Knowing what would happen, I made a comment. Moments later, my Discord lit up. Dead Corp had already seen the comment, and their corporate Discord was blazing with angst that I had reared my tyrannical head. Hitler in space had returned. So, let's take a look. Here we have Lykander, who is that's Frankie. Yeah, Frankie. Let's see. Oh, we will effing find Noir and Eve and fuck them up. Full disclosure, Noir Alliance is not a thing in Echoes. We need allies bad. He knows how to rally people. He turned an entire alliance against us. Ooh, scary. Yo, Lykander, their CEO. Kerensky's back at it again with a hard-on for Dead. I can confirm I have no sexual feelings for Dead at all. Sorry, ex-girlfriends. Genesis is Kerensky's alliance. Fact check, false. Game was uninstalled. He fakes that he doesn't play. See previous comment. Well, seeing that, I went ahead and installed the beta, and I jumped on for, 30 minutes. It was the last day of the beta. And I applied to Dead Corp with a lovely hugs and kisses message. And sure enough, their Discord caught fire again, and they ended up accepting me somehow. Probably because Lykander wasn't paying attention. So there I am. Officially, I'm a member of Dead Corp. I'm happy to be part of Dead Space. I am officially a space potato. Oh, what's this? Man, they're going to chase me down, make me quit playing Eve. I wanted to track the dude down and fist fight his at. Okay, look, ex-girlfriend or not, I'm not into the stuff with the fists. So please, whatever the fist and the ass thing is, just let's skip that part altogether. I promise you, Lycander and friends, I'm just not that into you. Oof, that's a big fist. Oof. However, I will say that even if I was afraid of them, uh, I think I would just have to be 15 minutes early for work or stand in plain sight because here what you see on your screen is a screenshot. Dead had showed up to a Citadel kill that they were supposed to get to, but they were running 15 minutes late. They showed up, and a simple comment in system of, I think you guys are late, threw them off the course. They thought that the Citadel had been destroyed, and so they promptly left. Apparently, they didn't know that you have an overview and you can just see the Citadel. So as long as I am in plain sight on an overview, I think I am well safe from Dead Alliance. Dead Corp, sorry. And again, everything is stupid. Well, thankfully, for all our IQ's sake, that concludes this week's Everything is Stupid, and we hope that next week will be drama free. It won't be. Our next segment, we're going to discuss a little bit of pay to win allegations. So for those of you who've been following the Eve Echoes Discord or the Eve Echoes website, they announced about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, that they were going to have login rewards, 30-day login rewards. Now, many of you who have played games are familiar with a system like this, right? You log in, and consecutive days of logging in, you get a reward. In some games, if you miss a login, you miss that reward. Other games, you can go back and claim up to a certain amount of previous rewards, right? So players either confused or unknowingly ignorant to the pay system in Echoes have been claiming across social media and the official Echoes Discord that the Omega clone system is a pay-to-win mechanic because it gives an unfair skill point advantage, and the 30-day login system offers two tiers, one for the free-to-play alpha, one for the Omega. So they're saying that basically the paid version is giving them better rewards and it's unfair. So here's my take. Games are not free. It is a service. It's someone's business, a company. They have to make money. The incentive for them to make the game is they get paid. It's their job. They also have upkeep costs. They pay their employees. They have servers to maintain and more. So-called free games are never free. Either expansions exist that unlock the full content for some price, a subscription fee unlocks the full game, or there are significant pay-to-win or high-value assets behind a paywall. The fact is, if you expect a quality game in its entirety to be released to you at zero cost, well, to be blunt, you're being entitled, and someone gave you too many participation trophies. I wouldn't ask you for free labor, and you shouldn't ask it to someone else. Now, snide remarks aside, because I love all of you, let me give you some perspective. Echo's free version, the Alpha clone, gives you a lot of gameplay. As of the beta, I believe it lets you go to tier 7 out of the 10 tiers on the tech tree. It's pretty good. It's 70% of the game, roughly, for the ship side. You can mine, you can do some limited industry and trade. It literally lets you play the bulk of the game's most basic features for free. It lets you dip your toes in and test everything out. What other full immersion sandbox game or MMORPG does that? Not any of value, that's for sure. Something else you should consider is that you can subscribe and pay for Omega, and if you have a financial situation arise and you need to responsibly reel in your gaming costs, you can revert to an alpha clone and still play with many features, stay with your gaming community, and participate in a large degree of activities. Again, show me another game that lets you keep playing with your buddies when your subscription runs out. If it's out there, it's few and far between, and again, not the quality of game like Eve Echoes and such a rich universe and sandbox. All right, so let's briefly talk about the 30-day login rewards. Currently, they're reported to be under revision, so we may see some changes. However, the Omega tier rewards cause some angst. Some ships and skills given in the Omega tier rewards tree caused players to claim this was a version of pay to win. My first take is, again, if I'm paying to fund the game, I would expect my rewards or access to rewards to be better than those who are not paying to keep the game running and fund its development. That said, the developers did explain their rationale, and I'm inclined to agree. Specifically to the ship point, they stated that the ships being released in the tree are around 80% as effective as the same ships if it was built in game. So it's weaker. Well, why do we want weaker ships? Well, one, it stops it from being an instant pay to win item. Two, it gives you a chance to experience that specific ship before you're able to get your hands on it in game via the market or building it yourself. Their logic for the ships was also to give new players a small nugget of something to try out. Veteran EVE Online players and players coming from similar games are going to have some sort of a leg up. They'll be more comfortable in getting into ships, skilling directly for their goals, whatever the case. We, the veterans, may care less about an 80% stat ship, but the new players may feel more enticed to play despite getting blown up by us tryhard bastards out to harvest blood and tears. Now, yes, we, the veterans, also have access to these ships, and we will use them to murder and baby SEAL Club. But imagine this. You're new to a game and you have an entry level ship or item, whatever the game is. You die, and that's it. Are you likely to log back in? Maybe, maybe not. Consider the same scenario happens, but if you keep trying and logging in for a few days, you get a free shiny ship. Granted, you're still going to die in a fiery ball of death in that ship too, but it helped prompt you to log in. With games, especially mobile games, the more you log in, the more likely you are to become part of the community. That is where you, me, and the community at large comes in. We help shepherd these fledgling players and teach them the ropes. The rewards are not pay to win, especially if they're nerfed down. There are short term, immediate lifelines to struggling players or players who may not have full interest and are facing the learning cliff that is an EVE Online style play in EVE Echoes. NetEase and CCP hooks them, we, the community, embrace them and grow the community into something amazing and fun. More people means more content equals more fun. All right, so that is going to be it for our regular show segment. We're going to cut it short, and we're going to be going to a backstage with the founding members of the Genesis Federation. So please stay tuned. All right, we are live in our virtual studio, and here I have three special guests. These are the founding members of the Genesis Federation, and all three are CEOs of their respective corps. I have here Mamasaurus Rex of Get Off My Lawn, Jolly of Black Plague. Hold on, let me check our audio here. Let me start that introduction back over. All right, I have here with me Mamasaurus Rex of Get Off My Lawn, Jolly of Black Plague, and Arya Evansong of Anathema Imperium. Welcome, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
All right, so we're happy to have you here, even though I was actually forced by threat of violence by an Alliance executor, whose name I won't say because she may enact violence, to host the first episode prior to launch. So let's start off by going around the room with our guests and tell us who you are and a little about yourself. So, Mama, let's go ahead and start with you.
Well, for one, I don't want you talking about Ira that way. He did nothing to force you to be here. I think that that is just a complete misstatement and mischaracterization of the kind sweetheart that he truly is. So about me, I am a horrendous dictator. I abuse every CEO under my tender care. Um, I'm a slave driver. I'm super mean. I am toxic. God, what else has been said about me today? Uh,
That was just today.
that was just today.
Good job.
um, yeah, so all of those things, but no, I'm the CEO of Get. I am also the executor of Genesis. I was the executor of Genesis in Second Galaxy. I shut down the second Galaxy version of Genesis about a week and 2 days ago or so now, so that we could focus on getting everything ready here. That game is already dying out pretty badly, as most people know, and now there's it's sad. There's like nothing to do there. There's not even wars. There's nothing to do. So it has allowed me to pay attention to what's going on here and harass my CEOs, also to harass my HR department into making videos. So it's given me all kinds of time to be able to do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Jolly, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hey, okay, hello. Thank you for having me, Kerensky, and I appreciate you calling my name twice over Arya. Much appreciated. Hey guys, my name's Jolly Teach. I am the CEO of BP Black Plague. I come from EVE Online, 12 plus years. I've actually fought some of the people in this room in EVE Online way back. I was also the co-founder with Kerensky in Noir for Second Galaxy. So glad to be here. Looking forward to all the PvP. If you guys want a 1v1, I'll gladly take it. Let's go. BP will also be there to supply your PvP needs
I thought you were about to
and
say BP
explosions.
will be there to help you win the 1v1.
No.
Awesome. All right,
But
Arya.
again, thank you for having me, Kerensky.
Yeah, Arya, last and certainly least, I mean, not least.
Whoa, okay. So, hey there, I'm Ira. I'm the leader of AMP and Anathema. I don't even know how to pronounce it anymore. Uh, I'm an ex EVE Online pilot, been on and off for quite a few years doing wormholes and stuff, and I joined Noir pretty early on, and I've been part of the leadership since then. And now I'm here in Genesis, and we're going to blow up other people, especially Black Plague, because AMP is
Especially
so much
Black Plague.
better.
Right. Okay. So, Arya, what drew you to Eve Echoes, and why would you start another corporation here?
So there's not many space games out right now, or at all, to be honest. You got EVE Online, and it's an awesome game, no denying it. But
Okay. So, Mama, what about you? Why would you want to start another corporation? Didn't you have enough of that in Second Galaxy?
Um, that is a question that I ask myself pretty much every day right now, especially given that we're winding down drama in one area, and then there's Facebook the next day. So um, uh, the reason that I would want to start another corporation, um, I have all my friends that came with me from SG, and I have picked up friends all along the way. And so for me, even back in SG, it was about having a space for us to be able to play and have fun and to have a cool environment to engage in. I also love space games, so I love to get in there and PvP and blow stuff up I like large scale war as well. So I kind of like the strategy and stuff behind that. And this game will allow me to do that, but also allow me to do that and bounce around with all my friends and have a good time in a sort of a fun environment. That's my hope anyway.
So we've got three CEOs here, all who claim to like PvP, and Jolly saying he's down to 1v1. So which one of you is going to be the first to 1v1 Jolly?
Oh, I'll definitely take that challenge on.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
Look forward to that.
Can we get that live streamed?
Yeah, we can absolutely live stream that. And Jolly, I can't leave you out. So obviously you come from EVE Online. So why would you want to start all over in EVE Echoes and make a new corporation and start from scratch? Why?
To be honest, because I like starting from scratch. You kind of get into a rhythm, especially in EVE Online. You do the same thing, you get on, you fight the same people, same ships. Everyone knows what the counters are. And after a while of doing that for 12 years, it kind of gets a little stale. Especially because there aren't really new players coming into Null in EVE Online. Especially when it takes, let's say a year and a half to actually have enough skills to do something against the players that have been there for 10 years. So EVE Echoes kind of supplies that fresh start. I know I have some friends coming back and coming from NC Dot and the spies that shall not be named in EVE Online.
Are there no less than 12?
Formerly known. No less than 12.
No less than 12.
No.
Good.
Coming in with some of those guys, coming in with a lot of new players, showing them the ropes, kind of adds a little bit more fun to it. Something that if I could go back to EVE Online, I could get into my super caps, I could get into my dreads and do Sino hot drops and bored out of my mind because I got 30,000 of them. But at least here it's kind of like fresh Null. Nobody can even claim it, and that's not going to be something that they have for a while in.
Sure.
So just running around Null, open ganks, MPSI fleets, having fun without the need for worrying about who owns what. I think that's really what excites me the most about coming back to EVE Online and EVE Echoes in this case.
Yeah, I had a similar take as well. I had some people ask me the same question, basically same answer. It's a good start from scratch, so I'm looking forward to seeing what all of the Genesis Corps are able to do. However, we have a very pressing question that I really have to ask. Are you, in fact, as Captain Jack has stated, secretly Chinese corporations and all your members are Chinese?
Yes, we are Chinese corporations, and all of our members are in fact Chinese, and we are just figureheads, and we are here to represent, to look like we're actually multicultural, but we're completely a Chinese corporation.
Now, isn't it true that you are actually wearing a wig and makeup to make it look like that you are Caucasian, and you are in fact an Asian woman?
No, I'm an actor. I only play an alliance leader on television.
I'm going to be honest with you. This picture we have of you, it's definitely
Oh
definitely
God.
seems, yeah, that's pretty convincing.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, we got a picture of you backstage before makeup and costume. So yeah, good try. All right. Well, now that we've got that settled, let's talk about what we're looking forward to most in EVE Echoes. So Arya, let's start with you. What are you looking forward to most?
Salting people. Just all the tears and salt I'm going to gain from all our fan base, because we have a large fan base, it seems. So I'm going to be enjoying claiming all of them.
I'm hoping that you can claim some of my ex-girlfriends, because frankly, there's too many.
Oh, well, that's a challenge since they don't really show for their own ops, but hopefully.
Oof.
We showed up for more of their ops than they did. It was pretty funny.
Well done. Well done. So Jolly, it sounds like from what you were saying, you're mostly looking forward to the building of an empire type thing. That's kind of your shtick. Is there anything else that you're really looking forward to there?
Well, definitely 1v1 Arya. I think we're all looking forward to that at this point. No, I mean, I have a lot. BP's growing. We're growing a lot. We're on Reddit. We're on Echoes. Meeting new faces, bringing people in. Aside from all the PvP content and all the the new fresh freshness that is Null. I think just having a new community really brings it out. I still talk to some of my good old buddies from There's No Less Than 12 and NC Dot, but making new friends here definitely has been a run for the mills, if you will.
Very well. And Mama, last but not least, what about you? What are you most looking forward to for Echoes?
I think I'm looking forward to rolling through and doing the same thing. I mean, I look forward to logging in at night after work and hanging out with everybody. I look forward to just totally tromping wherever we can and watching the cool coordination and stuff. I think even today, I left this off my list of things that I am. So today I was also told that I was a terrible leader in SG, and I was thinking about that earlier, and I thought, well, if that's true, then there's hundreds of pilots that have come here to play and follow my terrible leadership from SG, and so that I'm just I love that. I love our group of folks that we have here, the men and women that we have here. And I am so excited to see get this whole family back together and then the new additions to our family and just get out there and roll. I mean, I'm ecstatic for that. I cannot wait for this to happen.
Good, good, good. Okay, so let's talk about the recruitment process to joining your corporation. So, how does someone get to join Get, BP, or AMP? Arya, what about you? How do you join AMP if someone's interested?
Uh, just message us, I guess. We don't really have a recruitment process, but we will thoroughly check you, that's for sure.
Okay, so it's just like a individual case by case interview
Oh
type
yeah,
thing.
definitely.
Okay,
If you want to kill things, you're more than welcome to join us.
okay. And what about you there, Jolly?
So we do have a full-on recruitment team. So I'm sure if anyone's been on Facebook, you've seen us. Reddit, you've seen us. If you do want to join, there is a awesome website that you can go to for Genesis that has our Discord link. If you'd like to get in contact with us. Um, so yeah, we're again just like Arya. We're pretty much PvP focused. If you like shooting stuff, you like watching explosions and walking away all looking cool, then send us a message and we'll reach out to you.
Okay. And real quick, Mama, we're going to ask you the same question. For those of you watching live, if you have questions for our CEOs here, we're going to get to a very short question round. If there are any, go ahead and type them into the stream chat now, and I'll choose the good questions here. There's already one for me. Interesting. Okay, we'll get to those questions in a minute. I'm not sure we're going to hit politics, but fuck it, let's do it anyway. All right, so Mama, same question to you. How do you join Get? How does one join the retirement home?
First, let's not hit politics. So no, bad lemurs, no politics. Okay, don't answer those questions.
We're doing politics
First,
now.
secondly, is our recruitment methods are inscrutable. So typically, no, forget you just have to be a decent human being and willing to play and come have fun. And when you get the opportunity to come in and hang out with us, we'll kind of have a good sense as to whether or not you fit with our group or not. It's that simple. But we are recruiting people, and we would love to have new folks. But again, we want folks that are decent human beings. So if you think you can meet that mark, then come on by.
Okay, there you go. All right, so that's how you find folks out there can join any of these three corporations. We will do corporation spotlights on the other corporations, hopefully get some interviews with some of their leaders or key members in the future episodes as well. So don't think that they're being left out. Let's do one last question here before we get to Q&A. It's a non-Echoes related question. Imagine we are doing a movie about Genesis, and the screenplay accurately follows the evil and abhorrent totalitarian nature of Genesis as described by the Muppets that you have stomped on in battle. What actor or actress plays you? And Arya, you don't get to answer because Kermit the Frog is the obvious choice for you. So,
Oh,
Jolly,
clearly.
Jolly, who plays you in the Genesis movie?
Um, I think it's safe to assume it's already been kind of given, but Blackbeard. I've pretty much done pirating for the past 12 years. I've done a lot of PvP. Um, hold nothing back, and if you do, get off the plank type of thing.
So Seth
There's
Rogen,
no
got it. Seth
nice guy.
Rogen will play you in the movie. Perfect. Mama, what about you?
Yes.
So I've already selected my very best stand-in and stunt double, which would be the Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic World 2, which I am very particular to that one. It's slightly larger, slightly meaner, definitely female. So that would be the one that plays me the best, I think.
Okay, very well. Arya, I will go ahead and give you the chance to answer this. Who would play you in a movie? And
I would
I'm
play
mostly,
myself.
oh, yourself. Okay. I was going to
Oh
say,
yeah,
I'm mostly asking
you can't beat
because
me.
I know you are half Asian, based on our previous conversations, and I don't know of many half Asian, half British actors. In fact, I don't know any. So I
No.
guess you're going to be the first.
Yeah, there you go then. You've met me. There we go.
All right. All right, so let's take a look at some of the questions we're being asked here. You're not going to know who I'm voting in the next election. I'll just give hints to it in follow-on episodes, and you can piece it together. Why the lemurs? Okay, so lemurs came from a montage video that we did, 9, 10 months ago during Noir Alliance, in which there were lots and lots of lemur footage in the montage videos. We'll probably link them at some point because they're terrible, low quality, lower quality than this podcast, actually, if you can believe that. But they're fun. Why lemurs, though? So if you've ever heard the phrase of following people like lemmings, lemmings seemed kind of boring. Lemurs were more interesting and also kind of terrifying, right? So yeah, that's it. Mama, that question's for you there. Camping versus pool chairs. Camping chair versus a pool chair for the retirement home.
Well, it really depends on the occasion. Our preference is the aluminum chair that is slightly rusted through, so that when you sit on it, you're not really sure if it's going to break or give way or not. It's also unpleasantly uncomfortable at all times. The problem with the pool chair is that it's slightly more comfortable and it can recline. The camping chair could be almost hammock-like, again, very comfortable. We would like to be painful and uncomfortable pretty much most of the time because it allows us to really channel that rage into PvP.
You know, if I didn't already know that you were a lawyer, I would have assumed you're a lawyer or a car salesman because you are exceptionally good at bullshitting on the spot.
That's why I get the big bucks.
Yeah. Question here. Let's give this one to Arya. Where is Captain Jack at the moment? Arya, I think you happen to know where he is, at least
Oh,
as of this morning.
well, I offered him a place in my cart, but he didn't take it, unfortunately. I do believe he's moved on to other places right now, so I
Okay.
believe Borg,
Oh,
possibly.
Borg. Oh, that's good for
Yeah.
them. So he's a vagabond. Got it. Got it. Hopefully he doesn't leak any top secret mining information or something. Jolly,
Oh, definitely.
what was your favorite ship in EVE Online?
It's a hard tie between my full Newt set Balgorn and my Aeon. My Aeon was my baby. Dropping that thing in Fountain against Kerensky. Ooh,
That is a
that was a fun time.
big baby. Yeah.
That was his big baby.
Okay, question for me or all the CEOs: chocolate chip cookie or raisin cookie? Chocolate chip. Why would you want? Who the fuck puts raisins in a cookie? Also, you pick up a raisin cookie thinking it's a chocolate chip cookie, and then you just want to off yourself after taking the first bite. Come on, it's not even a question.
I disagree. I prefer the raisins.
Of course you do. Yeah.
Shocking.
Shocking.
That explains so much.
Yeah.
That
Now we know.
his internal need for PvP and rage. This is it all. It's so clear.
The
That is
argument
a
over
direct
chocolate or raisins.
correlation.
Okay.
That's a direct correlation of his PvP style.
Wow.
Shriveled up and terrible. Okay, well, there we go. We have the answer there, and now we're going to have to go and end the stream because I can now confirm that Genesis Federation is falling apart because one of its core CEOs actually likes raisin cookies. So, any parting words as the alliance disbands?
Just get the hell out. You can't stay here.
Jack, come help me.
Jack is mine.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
No, he hasn't come to me yet. You already denied him.
All right, everyone. That's all we have for our first podcast and our first mini backstage. We thank you all for tuning in. Lady and two gentlemen, thank you very much for being on here, and we will see you in game and or next week.
Adios.
Thank you.
Dope.